Okay guys, so we are gonna try to do a quick video, but I have to explain something to you guys. Explain this to the ones who overthink. Not really diagnosing you with depression or anxiety or anything like that. I just want those who really and if you have a business or you want to start a business too. If you are overthinking about everything, if you have products online that no one's buying, if you are constantly like, no one likes whatever I like or anything like that, one thing that has helped me, because I'm always in the same position as whoever I'm talking to, and I get bursts of motivation, so I thought I should share this with you guys. Keep on going and keep on creating. There is people out there, they just don't know who you are or know what you're doing. I'm not saying you haven't done enough or you haven't worked hard enough, but just you have to keep on going, because there's a fire, there's something in you that people are missing and they need to see it, and just, it doesn't matter how long it takes. The K-pop Demon Slayers, the singer that was rejected for everything, she did whatever she did for 10 years as a singer, and then out of nowhere K-pop Demon Slayers come out, and come on. So whatever you're doing, keep on going. And this goes for me too, because I have stopped a lot of stuff just because I'm just like, I'm probably creating only for myself, but no, there's people out there. And I bring myself back to why I created something in the first place, why I wanted to create it for other people. I wanted people to express themselves because I was never able to express myself. And what I did was I created nothing but like color bright different things, because back in the day, to be a hairstylist, you just had to wear black. You had to be very professional. You couldn't really do things without the customer's consent. Not saying no. Let's backtrack that. I couldn't really is my eyelash falling off? I couldn't really, there wasn't a lot of say so and things, and that's why I branched off to do my own thing, because I knew I wanted to be different and I wanted to actually help the customer and educate them and et cetera, right? So when it comes to my products that I sell, anything that I make, I used to be like, maybe it's too colorful for people. Maybe I'm designing for just me in mind. And then I'm just like, sometimes when I'm overthinking like that, I just stop and I don't bring it back out, because I'm just like, no one's interested. And I had to really understand that that is not the case. It is a self-esteem issue. It's what you're looking at. It's a lot of things, but the one thing you have to do is be consistent and be disciplined in what you want, because one day it's gonna pay off. So on that note, like I said, keep on going with whatever you want to do. Keep on being consistent. Don't give up. And here's my stuff. You see my bonnet? This is what I created with Lily. We're creating maximalist type of bonnets, because as you know, I have 3D Pokemon bonnets, and I've been selling them for like the last 2 years and some change, and now I'm just ready for something new. And like I said, 2026 is coming. I don't want to be in the same predicament as I have been the last few years. So we're gonna we're gonna really just forget about the noise and do what makes us happy, and we are gonna find our customer. Okay, so here's a few things before we start our video, right? So I'm reopening my Locked and Pretty shop on Etsy. I know I took a break because I was having mental everything, but as you can see, I created I'm creating a outside bonnet collection, because I noticed that a lot of people want to wear their outside bonnet, their bonnets outside, and we all deem that as ghetto and unprofessional, whatever, right? So I'm creating a line where we could actually wear our bonnets outside, and they look a little bit more presentable, because if you think about it, when you wear a head wrap, no one's like, oh, you're wearing a head wrap outside. Yeah, but I'm just making them prettier for those who just, it just can elevate your outfit, your wherever you're going, like, trust me. So this, honestly, is very cute. If you look at it, I tied it in the back just for the video, but this is an actual bonnet, right? We're just, elevating it so that it can look a little bit more presentable outside. It has the satin tails on it so that, you know, this is still protected, and I gotta sew that down. But, you know, these are my prototypes, and yeah, I'm just gonna put that really, just bear with me. So this is the second bonnet. This is the shower cap, right? So you could wear this in the shower because it doesn't go anywhere. Sorry, it doesn't go anywhere. It is protected by this layer of plastic, and you could be, you know, just in the shower doing all that. There's no, because I used to make ones with terry cloth inside. There's no terry cloth. We're not doing that right now. So this is adorable, but this is also converted. It's going to be converted into one of these with the tails, because you're going to be wearing this outside too whenever it rains. So let's put that over there. That's what the some of the new bonnets consist of. Let me show you this other one really quick. Ooh, I felt that. I almost threw my hair off. This is a random one, and you know, the thing is, it's because God was like, oh, you know, you remember the story with the woman and the oil in the jars, right? And God was like, use what I got, you know, technically what you have. And I was just like, you know, see all these? I threw out all my fabric, and I was like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do this winter as a hairstylist, because, you know, less people come to the salon. No one comes outside. No one's doing anything during the winter months. So this is usually my lane whenever around this time comes. So I was like, let's just design some. This one I like a lot. I think it's because I fully finished it. Because you can see, like, I sewed down here, so you can't really see the red on the inside. So this is the same thing. The thing is, these bonnets are more durable. So I know they're brand new and weird, but they are very durable with different fabrics. So they're not with like the satin fabrics that I usually make things. And I'm just gonna tie it. Honestly, you could do whatever you want. Like, if you don't want to show the red, let me show you. You could just tuck it underneath. So there's that. Should put this a little bit more tighter, but yeah, this is what this looks like. So this is gonna be crazy. I'm setting this up now, but they said do things when not done, you know, and some things really go along with that saying, but I'm just like, let's just do it. It doesn't even matter anymore. Nothing matters anymore. Just do it. Just stop overthinking, right? Okay, so because of that, I decided, okay, my hair is just doing with it. Okay, this is how my hair was yesterday. So so this is this is like the last year of me doubting myself. You see all that chaos that just happened just now? This is the last year of me doubting myself and just not thinking that my products or anything that I do is not good enough, because people like a lot of other things. And when you are a person who just never fit in society, or you just didn't have those friends, you didn't have the cliques, just the other, I wouldn't even call them the weird people or the anime club or anything like that. It's just the people who just didn't fit in. That's why we have this small insecurity that our products are not good enough, because we're not a part of the norm. So what I'm saying right now is forget that. So I opened back up my store, my other store, because I'm gonna start sewing again. I missed my sewing machine. I finally was in here sewing. Obviously you could tell there's fabric on me again. So we're gonna do this again. Okay? You see these bags? I'm sorry. You know, I've been in my head this whole time, but we're making these bags again for this year, for this holiday season. Y'all need nice things, and they're gonna be different ones. They're gonna be different colors. There's gonna be new everything, because this is how we're making our money. I'm tired of going on these master classes of, oh, how to do something else that I'm not interested in. And it doesn't work for me because I don't care about it, okay? So this is your sign. Don't give up on your own self. Don't give up on what you like, and give it to the world. It doesn't even matter anymore. The main thing is Lady Gaga wore a meat suit. Do you understand? Lady Gaga wore a meat suit. That person created a meat suit and was like, someone's gonna wear it. And that person was Lady Gaga. Do not quit. Do not quit, okay? It's October. You have 2 more months. Sorry, it's about to be like November and like next week. But you have, oh my God. I threw on, you know what? Okay, there we go. I threw on lash glue and I was like, I just don't even want to put on makeup right now. I'm at home. Like, I didn't go anywhere today. I'm very lazy. Okay, there we go. The lashes are over there. Let's start this video, okay?
Let's get started.
Okay, so the only thing I'm doing today, it's a quick video. It's never quick. It's never quick with me. Is I wanted to show you guys why. Oh no, that's why. Okay. Let me backtrack. It took me about 8 months to create my ebook, right? And I had my lock classes. It was on Zoom, and it was 4 weeks in February of this year. It was amazing. People were able to start getting their first client by the end of the class, you know. So I said by the end of the month you're gonna have your first client, right? And that has happened. But one thing that happened along with that is certain people you know, took the initiative to actually learn, put their effort into it, and also utilize the fact that I gave them a master plan that was for free, right? So by the end of the month, February this year, I was like, okay, I'm gonna create an ebook just because it'll be a little bit easier if I can't get to you, you know, because I had them they could text me or call me or email me if they needed help with a client. And one of them has been doing, so don't worry about that. But I was like, I gotta make the ebook for you guys. And fast forward to, if you've been following me, I went through, I think the most, it doesn't even feel like the most harshest. I've been through a lot of stuff in my life, but this year has been a difficult year, right? So I decided, to work on the ebook as much as I can throughout the many months that I tried, right? And I try not to actually be give people a date for it, because I was just like, I'm just working on it, because I like when people follow my journey. I'm not sure what that's about, but anyways, I ended up not being able to complete the book by the end of March, just because you already know I was looking for a salon and looking for money. It was a lot in March and April. And that's when April started, where I was starting to go to back and forth to Boston, right? And then became busy, etc., right? So then I've been working on it page by page. I haven't really like dug deep into it, like spent like 4 hours on it. And then when I looked at my schedule for October, I was like, oh, we're in October. I need to complete this. Like, I can't spend like 1 page a day, because the pages is 200 pages. So, I mean, honestly, if we're thinking from March to now, that's about 200 days, right? I don't know. So, I finally completed it. I feel so exhilarated because there was 3 things I needed to complete this year. One, besides my taxes. Then there was the creating my law class in January, which I did. And then creating the ebook was the second thing. And then the third thing was getting my LLC. I have done everything except for the LLC, because now I completed the book. Super happy. And I just wanted to go over a few things, not really a few things, but I'm going to go over one reason why my book is needed for new and existing locticians. Now I want you to take a look at this new client of mine, and mind you, we already had this this conversation. He came in just like this, and the place where he resides, there's no black people and there's no locticians. So a person who just thought they could look on YouTube decided that they would do his head. And of course he trusted them with it, and as the result, look at everything. It took me an extra hour to, you know, kind of get his locks back in shape, because after I washed them, all of them just fell out, and I was just like, that's crazy. So I thought, you know, he also mentioned that she was looking on YouTube the whole time to just figure out how to do lock extensions, but she also bleached his locks, and I'm like, girl, like, look what we have here. One thing that I noticed, especially as a hairstylist, a master loctician, licensed cosmetologist, etc., right? Locks and braids are the easiest to do because you can do them from home, and someone's journey is healthy still, you know. But when it comes to lock extensions, hair density, color, and I would say just the consistent maintenance, a lot of people don't understand that part. So a person like me who's a master loctician, and my main service is actually maintenance, because, you know, everyone can start and install something, but they don't know how to maintain that. So what I do is I maintain and repair, and I just make locks healthier. That's what my goal and job is for the lock community. So based on what she did, I thought my book would be really amazing, and it's easy to learn, honestly, but it's easier taught to someone rather than someone looking on YouTube and just thinking they got it, right? I'm gonna go based on the videos so I can just be like, have some order of what I'm talking about. So first we're gonna talk about his hair density, right? Let's go back. Actually, let's just start from the beginning. His hair looked crazy, right? And for me, I know I could fix all that, but it requires restoration, right? So continuous appointments and continuous maintenance at home, right? So that he can gain his healthy hair, and then we can actually replace the locks. One thing about the lock extensions is the fact that when I first started out 5 years ago, before everything, I bought some lock extensions, and when I colored them, when I felt his hair, they were the same exact way. And to me, those are really fake and cheap lock extensions. Like, and what they did to my hair was they fell out as well. And also, I didn't know how to install them, so that's another point. But for him, when you feel those lock extensions, they're just really, really, I wouldn't even say soft, but like limbo. Limbo? Is that a word? Limb? I don't know. But it's just like, it's not sturdy, it's not heavy, it's not thick. The word for that, you know? So they're very loose when it comes to his hair texture, so that's why they didn't stay on. That's why when moisture hit and the gravity was dragging all that down from the weight of the water, that's why all of them just fell off. And when you're not able to connect locks correctly, that's what happens. So we got that. The lock extensions, they were crazy. You know, she did color them purple, but those were, the color isn't the whole thing. Maybe bleaching the lock extensions was what weakened it, because that's what happened to me too. And, you know, they were actually too big for his hair density, so she didn't count that at all, right? Next thing, she also didn't install them correctly, right? There's a certain way I install locks, and she just didn't do it like that, and that's why they were falling out easily. Once certain hair gets curly, it, you know, shrinks back up, right? So if you're not intertwining both the lock extension and the hair, it's gonna eventually slip like that, right? So I connect like that, but she connected like that. I don't know if that explained anything. I don't know how to explain anything. All right, let's see. The next thing she did was bleach his hair. I'm just saying, I use professional bleaches compared to beauty store bleaches. You could use beauty beauty store bleaches for locks that is down here and above, like down here and above. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Bleach, if you're using a beauty bleach, beauty supply bleach, oh my God. I'm sorry. I can't talk. Yesterday I couldn't talk either. I had a long day yesterday. I worked like 15 hours. Okay, let's start over. Okay. When you bleach your locks and you are not going to a professional and you're getting bleach from the beauty supply, I think it's called BW bleach. That's the one I usually see. That bleach is so harsh that I recommend you as a licensed cosmetologist and professional to bleach with hair, like your ends. Bleach your ends, okay? If you want the color, right? Because your ends are already dead, your ends are already grown out of your roots, and it's okay, you know? So bleach below your roots. Don't bleach anywhere near your roots. Do not bleach your own hair if you're wearing extensions. Just my opinion, okay? But if you want to bleach, if you want to do all that, go to a licensed professional, okay? That's my opinion, okay? So the next thing that he did was... yeah, so she bleached his scalp. That was crazy. Oh my God, the color, like we have to color correct. We have to do so much for his hair. It's every time he comes in, he needs like a detox. I mean, not a detox. His hair didn't have any buildup actually, but he needs moisture, deep conditioning because his hair was so dry. So I knew it was also breaking off at his roots. So that's why another reason why his hair wasn't holding on to the heavy lock extensions, okay? Let's see. When I'm looking at this next video, she, the locks, I mean, sometimes you need lock parting, you know, and they need to be neater, you know. I'm just saying because my first client that I ever took, I parted his hair in diamonds, and when I look at his hair now, I'm just like, oh my God, like I can't believe you trusted me. So, you know, his parting, you know, parting is important because sometimes when you're looking at people's hairstyles, their hairstyles fit that type of style because the parting is neat, it's nice, and it's symmetrical. The way she parted and the way he gave me a picture of some, let's just say pop smoke braids for the locks, right? And because his parts were everywhere, one side was full and the other side was not. It's not even. So for me, who's a perfectionist, that makes me feel some type of way because it feels like I didn't do a good job because nothing is matching up. But his hair was breaking off more on this side compared to this side. So that's another reason, right? I had to restore what I could. And last thing, his retwist, because sometimes when you have 4C hair and breakage, the hair style, in my opinion, doesn't come out as I would love it to. You know, I want it to be healthy and everything. And sometimes when you just have so much damage, it's hard to turn you away because I want you to enjoy your lock journey. And we did come up with a style, so it was okay. He loved it. He was like, oh my God, like she didn't even wash my hair like this. So, you know, if I could do some little bit of work and then continuous work on your hair, I know it will be a lot better. But when I am doing your hair, I am feeling some type of way because I wish I would have started your lock journey. Because sometimes your hair is not at the healthiest, and if you're going out with my work, I do feel some type of way because somebody would be like, what's wrong with your hair, you know? And instead of, you know, people remembering that, you know, your hair is damaged, you'll just be like, oh, I get it from a new loctician. And some people might come, that's my anxiety talking, but some people might come up with their own conclusion on who that hairstylist is and what they did just based on your own hair. So honestly, this is just me overthinking, but when it comes to people doing locks, I just need y'all to have more of a understanding that it's not all retwists and installations. It's actually the health of hair, the lifestyle of the person, and you know what you do as a routine to make your hair healthy. So even though I have a hard time explaining things, I hope that made sense to you guys. You could totally ask me questions on like what, like, or explain this better, because I don't, when I talk, a lot of my talking is inside my own head, so I understand me, but if you don't understand what I was talking about during this video, please message me so I can at least I can text it to you, you know, and I can also give you like a private one-on-one, okay? So when I wrote the book, it was just an invigorating feeling, because I realized how many, you know, I maintain locks. I'm not just installing them, starting them for you. I actually give you a whole routine on how they should be based on who you are, what your hair texture is, your density, things like that, and your lifestyle. So when I wrote my ebook, I wrote it for locticians who can work from home, who can work from a salon, who can work from, you know, traveling services, who can work at, you know, like a fashion shoot or something like that. I wrote it for you guys because I know there isn't a lot of lock training compared to any other hairstyle in the beauty industry. But I wrote it specifically because, one, you can do this from home, and people are, especially with natural hair, are more comfortable with being in home settings or salon suites or even the salon. They don't care about where they're getting their hair done. They care about their hair being healthy when it comes to the natural hairstyling of locks, okay? So when I wrote the ebook, I decided that that's who I would write it for, those who want to start just even a side hustle. I made it into a full-time job. I had a whole salon suite. I didn't go to any other salons doing lock services. I literally just started in my own salon. So I have the expertise from doing it at a full salon, doing it from my home, doing it from a salon suite, and traveling. So I have 4 different expert areas of where you can learn from. And I wrote it and I took pictures so that you understand how this book is going to go for you. And it's going to benefit because I'm teaching you everything I know. And a lot of people just, sometimes they want to take classes on the more popular people, or even they see how law classes are like, what, $5,000 or something like that. My book is just $100, $100 and some change. And I know you got that because your first client's retwist will be $100. So I know for a fact you're just going to make that money directly after. That's why I made it like that. So I made this book for you who's looking, you know, and if you are a lock client or just have locks, I'm just saying you can learn this too, okay? This is for people who can read and look at pictures and just be like, okay, I know how to do it, because I have set it at a high standard of how you're gonna do everything, trust me. And that's why when I wrote the technique book, this is my volume 1 book, I was like, I gotta have a scaling and a scaling book, because people don't. Let me go back. Let me rewind. People, actually not people. I'll just use me as an example. I knew how to start a business. I knew how to get my clients. I knew about marketing. I knew about everything, how to scale, right? Based on my degree and my business degree. And one thing they didn't include in business as a woman, minus the hardships, minus clients not coming, etc., right? They did not include pregnancy in anything. And women get pregnant. And so my dilemma was learning how to operate a hairstyling business after pregnancy or before pregnancy, because I just didn't count it at all. So that's why I created the ebook, because I was just like, this is something you could do from home. That's what I did at home after I was pregnant. And when I do my next volume 2 and 3, I already have them in the works. I specifically include women in pregnancy, because out of everything, not disregarding anything in the world like cancer, sickness, or anything like that, but one thing about pregnancy, I honestly, as a woman, I just didn't know I was gonna get pregnant during my business scaling up, because my biggest year in life was 2022 for my business. It took me 2 years to almost get to 6 figures. I was almost there in 2 years of my business. So the fact that if I just included pregnancy to me and my crazy husband who decided to do it to me, I'm kidding. But I wanted to include that of preparing for possible things that can happen. And I'm not saying that it was horrible, but I learned a lot. And even going back to work the first time in 2024, what I do? I went back to another salon suite, and there was I had a problem with racism again. And I was just like, absolutely not. And that's why I started my homeschool. Oh my God. I need to go to bed. Homeschool, what the heck? Let me end this video, right? So I want you guys to check out my ebook for those who really need help with lock education, because not only is the book out, and the other 2 books will be done before December. I'm starting my lock classes back up January through February, so that we can compare. Yes?
I'm sorry.
Anyways, I hope I'm not rambling or anything like that, but I just know that this is going to help the new loctician or the existing loctician who wants to better their business, their skills, their techniques, and this will help you maintain a loyal clientele. My main clients keep me in business. I don't even need new clients at all. Like, I have my loyal clients. So this is how you're going to get a loyal client. And you don't need too much experience, but you do need customer service experience. I think those people who talk about, oh, you don't need this, you don't need that. No, you need some of everything when it comes to the service industry. All right, I'm gonna log out. Obviously, I'm losing it. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I will see you in the next video, but definitely give me a chat, and my ebook's available on my lockedandpretty.com. If you have any questions, let me know. But I will see you in the next video, and I probably honestly would do this video again so that I'm not rambling or anything like that. But I'll give you more examples of why buying an ebook is better than literally spending $5,000 on a lock class, okay? So I will see you in the next video. You guys have a good night.